to the World Cup after this week than England themselves. Robbie Savage was in the Welsh team that drew against Norway and Poland. Neil Lennon was part of a Northern Ireland team that have collected 4 points despite losing in the last minute in Iceland. And Matt Elliott, London-born but now an adopted Scot, helped them to a battling draw in Croatia and to the top of their qualifying group. And if we're talking Turkey, well, Muzzy Izzet figured in their victory over Azerbaijan. Who said Leicester were unfashionable? Well, the manager of the month, Peter Taylor, has ruled himself out of the England reckoning, and he's had to rule Jerry Taggart out of his defence today. He has a hamstring injury, so Phil Gilchrist takes his place. Callum Davidson keeps Steve Guppy out on the left. Adi Akinbaye and Darren Eadie continue their partnership up front. There's no place in the 16 for Stan Collymore. Manchester United had no fewer than 10 players involved on international duty this week. 3 more were absent injured on Wednesday: David Beckham, Gary Neville and Jaap Stam, who are all out today, as is Andy Cole, hurt in Finland. Ryan Giggs and Paul Scholes are on the bench, with Wednesday against PSV Eindhoven no doubt still a consideration. Quinton Fortune and Ole Gunnar Solskjær will support the front two. And one of them is Dwight Yorke, for whom this is a lucky ground. A hat-trick 2 seasons ago. This is only his second Premiership start this season. Paul Durkin is the man in charge. Manchester United unusually have gone 4 games without a win if you include Champions League. And to get out of that particular sequence, they need to do something against Leicester, which only 2 teams have done this season in the Premiership, and that's score a goal. And one of those was a penalty. Here's Wes Brown, a sub in the week for England, starts the match today at the back alongside Ronnie Johnson. Here's Irwin. Matt Elliott up with Dwight Yorke. And here's Savage. Looking for Eadie. Peter Taylor, who's moved things on here with some new signings. This is Darren Eadie for Leicester, though, coming in across Sylvestre. Akinbaye goes left to right, 2 others coming up to support him. Callum Davidson on the left. Good effort. Well, just a couple of rows in front of me. The Lineker family at the ground where Gary made his name. Seems to be some split loyalties there, according to the shirts. Eadie. Davidson out on the left for Leicester. Akinbaye going near post. Gets header in. And Barthez scrambled that round from Adi Akinbaye. It was a good effort to get that sort of contact and direction on the ball. It's a cross by Callum Davidson. But he's under challenge, Akinbaye, and Barthez. I'm not sure it was going in, but he couldn't take any chances. Now then, Elliott's forward for Leicester. Barthez didn't seem certain then either, but the ball has floated out. It's a goal kick. Davidson took the corner with his left foot, and I don't think, well, presumably nobody touched it. That's Dwight Yorke. Fortune. Well, he bounced off Matt Elliott a bit, and the referee decides it was a foul. Elliott philosophical, but it's given Manchester United a free kick in what would normally be David Beckham territory. But today, as Leicester form their wall, Teddy Sheringham has put the ball down. On by Keane. This is Dennis Irwin to strike it. This is Akinbaye. That's a foul on Eadie. So from a free kick at one end to a free kick at the other, what can Leicester do with theirs? Elliott's gone up on the far side. Rowett accompanies him there. Gilchrist will make it 3. There goes the free kick from Lennon. Oh, and just over by Gary Rowett. Oh, Elliott took them away beautifully, leaving it free for Rowett to volley. Lennon takes it. Elliott has occupied at least 2 defenders, and 2 others were watching as Rowett struck that firmly. The best effort of the match so far. Here's Johnson. By Solskjær will eventually find Dwight York. Here's Irwin. Four waiting in the centre here for a cross. In it goes, Sheringham! And Manchester United take the lead through Teddy Sheringham. 36 minutes gone. And the striker, who's been in a rich vein of form for his club this season and was recalled by England in the week, gets his head on this and guides it in off the post. It's only the second goal that Leicester have conceded this season in open play. Tim Flowers down to his right, but well beaten by the header. And so the team that began the day at the head of the Premiership find themselves a goal behind. It's Sheringham's sixth of the season for Manchester United. Solskjær, there are three others up this time as well. It's a good ball in. Oh, and so close for Quinton Fortune. Back in by Silvestre. Well, that could so easily have been two. Quinton Fortune must have been less than a foot away from this. It's Solskjær who drives it in. Oh, Ronnie Johnson is up. So too Silvestre. And that is Sheringham again. Nicky back. Oh. Well, this is a period of play when Manchester United have really taken over. Leicester aren't in it at present. And Nicky Butt here, well away, in fact, with the shot. But he wasn't well away with the header. It's Irwin coming inside on his left foot against Elliott. And that's all about timing and direction from Teddy Sheringham. By. He's not got much support here. In a wide position as well. And Wes Brown is the defender. And, well, not so sure he had to give away a free kick there. There was not much danger. Now Akinbai has dug something out there for Leicester right at the end of the first half. It's a free kick. There should just be time to take it, I would think. Not much more. And Elliott is up here on the prowl, and so too is Rowett. Lennon to take it, he'd have to be quick. Oh, and he doesn't deliver the ball that Leicester wanted, and the half-time whistle goes to a groan of disappointment, really, from the home fans, who were hoping for an equaliser there. But Teddy Sheringham, who was round the goalkeeper, but unable to score for England in midweek, scores for Manchester United today. Precise header, which reflects really the superiority that they had in the first half in terms of possession. There were times when Leicester just couldn't get the ball. Great deal of comparison between this Manchester United team and the one of the past that did so well in the 60s. And there's a well-known face from that side, Scottish wing half Paddy Crerand, working now for local radio. Leicester in the second half, playing from the right. No substitutions on either side. And it's Wes Brown here, who was an England substitute, against Darren Eadie. Gilchrist. And here's Rowett. Won back by Keane, and here's Silvestre. And on this side, Ole Gunnar Solskjær had made a good forward run. I'm not sure he was picked up, but the ball didn't carry beyond the last defender. Alex Ferguson has moved down from the stand to the touchline for the second half. And they've got a view from outside the ground. This is Elliott. And Rowett's over there. That's his second strike, and this one hits the side netting. I think there was a deflection on it, to be fair, and if there was, it's a corner. Again, Gary Rowett picking up a very good position. And that's caught Mikel Silvestre as it goes wide. Leicester have a corner. Elliott Elliott in the 6-yard box and Akinbai just behind him. There's Elliott. It's come off Ronnie Johnson, and then the stab at it, really, by Darren Eadie. Didn't have any power. It was a half chance. Elliott here, as usual, making a nuisance of himself, and Eadie on the turn, just bringing Barthez to his right. Eadie, good touch to Impey. Well, he had 2 to beat there, and the referee decides that the challenge was illegal. And it's another free kick to Leicester. It's taken by Davidson. And it's headed away by Brown, back in again by Gilchrist. Elliott's still in there, and Elliott looks at the referee as if to say he was impeded. Nothing's been given. And play switches to the other end. Irwin. That's a ball forward by Gary Rowett, and Eadie turning them. Savage is there. He goes down, challenged by Brown. Savage feels it was a penalty. Reinsman says corner. Referee Durkin agrees with him, and Savage can't believe it. Well, I honestly think Brown had played the ball initially, and that his foot just carried through and caught Savage afterwards. But the Leicester fans don't see it that way. They've got a corner rather than a penalty. Davidson will take it. Elliott again is jostling for position. It's going to be... Oh dear, oh dear. I don't know whether that was meant for Lennon, but whatever happened, it's Quinton Fortune who's broken clear for Manchester United, and Leicester here, having had a corner at one end, are in trouble at the other, until Savage blocks Roy Keane. Here's Irwin. Keane again. Sheringham, and it's 2-0 Manchester United. It's Teddy Sheringham again, and Leicester are bemused. They're still, I think, recovering from what happened at the other end, and their defence never got together on this. Quinton Fortune had made the long run. Irwin's shot blocked by Flowers. Sheringham is there to poach inside the 6-yard box. Leicester, who thought they should have had a penalty, which might well have made it 1-1, instead find themselves 2-0 behind. Under 10 minutes gone in the second half. Teddy Sheringham completing quite a week for him. This is Solskjær. Oh, Sheringham's in there again. Flowers gets a hand to it. There's a man on the line, and Sheringham going for his third. Drives over. But this is becoming something of a one-man show up front for Manchester United. He's darting into positions, perhaps not his greatest strength, his pace, Teddy Sheringham, but it's his brain that's ahead of everybody else at times. Tasty piece of play by Teddy Sheringham. Delightful play, in fact. Dwight York, United. Good save, Tim Flowers, but what a glorious example of Teddy Sheringham's encyclopedic skills here. Lovely twist and turn, a ball laid right into the path of the striker. And it could easily have been 3-0 there. As well. There's just no holding this guy today. The England recall wasn't needed in a sense to inspire him, because he's already made a very good start to the season for Manchester United, Teddy Sheringham. And here, having scored 2 and laid on that chance for York, he comes close again. 15 minutes to go. Manchester United consummately in control at the moment. Keane. Solskjær to York. Oh, and they've got a player over here. And Nicky Butt in the penalty area. Well, Leicester found themselves outnumbered there, and it's a predicament for them, really. They've got to gamble, in a sense, trying to get back into the match, but if they leave gaps, then here's Giggs. That was Dwight York, and there's the header, tipped over by Tim Flowers from Ole Gunnar Solskjær. Good cross by Ryan Giggs. Helped on by York. Solskjaer's header, just a fingertip from Tim Flowers. And a corner to Manchester United. Solskjær to take it. Ronnie Johnson forward behind Dwight York. In front of him now, in fact, that's Sinclair with the clearance. Well, one of them's happy, the other one not so much so. This is York. Silvestre with Solskjær in the centre. Gives it away, straight to Lennon. Cresswell trying to stay onside. If he has, he's through. It's Cresswell here for Leicester. He's gone round Barthez. They're covering the goal. And he's missed it anyway. And Barthez has come tearing out to argue with one or two of his colleagues, but he was stranded there. It's a good through ball to Cresswell here by Lennon. He's just beaten the offside. He's gone round the goalkeeper. What would have happened if he brought him down? You'd have to speculate, but as it turns out, whether or not Ronnie Johnson would have got back is a matter of supreme indifference now, because Cresswell didn't really steer it inside the post. I think Johnson might have got there. Free kick against Johnson this time. Is there still something left in the match for Leicester City? Elliott is forward on the far side. Rowett goes with him. Cresswell's in there too. Rowett's first one to come forward. And they can stay in there now for the throw. If Guppy can find somebody to throw it to. And that was Guppy, and that's flicked on off and snatched by Barthez before Elliott can come in from the far side. And look at this again from the United goalkeeper, that lovely throw, more than half the length of the pitch, and suddenly they're on the attack with Giggs. Inside to Butt. Keane. Freedom on the far side here for Dwight York. In it goes to Solskjær. Good save, Flowers. Yes, he thought that was on the way. The Norwegian, and Tim Flowers, whose form this season must surely sooner or later put him back in the England frame, has responded again here. Reflex save, corner to Manchester United. Taken short by Giggs. Oh, Nicky Butt in some space on the edge of the area. Too much space, he's hit the post. Good effort. Well, this was Nicky Butt. Well struck, right across the goalkeeper, clipping the post. Good second half, this. It's a raking ball by Guppy towards Eadie on the far side. If he can get this down, he's got Silvestre to beat and can't beat him, so fortune for United. Solskjær shakes off Sinclair. Two to his right. One of them here is York. Back again to Solskjær. Chance here for number 3. Oh, beautifully taken. Oh, that's a class finish from Ole Gunnar Solskjær, who always seems to produce it when he's brought in these circumstances. They made it look easy here, him and Dwight York. Little interchange, 3 defenders taken out of the game and rifled across Tim Flowers for number 3, and that only really reflects Manchester United's superiority throughout the game. It's a delightful little move. There are Leicester players around, but not one of them can really intercept. And there's nobody better than Solskjær in those positions to steer the ball past the goalkeeper. Leicester 0, Manchester United 3, the goal coming in stoppage time. Oh, and Dwight York there putting Davidson under challenge. Manchester United regain their position at the head of the Premiership and emphasise the golden class which still exists between them and most of the others. Teddy Sheringham got 2 goals, then came off. And in the second half, when Leicester, I suppose, will look back on one turning point, the appeal for a penalty when Savage went down. But other than that, Manchester United very much in control, but without a bevy of internationals. Manchester United come to Leicester and inflict on City their first defeat of the season by 3-0.
What do you think, in your view, was the turning point in this match today?
Without a doubt, the penalty decision. Even if it wasn't a penalty, I haven't seen it again. But when it happened, I thought there's a chance it was a penalty because Robbie said the fella did touch him. But we actually made a big mistake from a corner, and that cost us a goal. So even perhaps if that had been a goal kick and the ball went off, which we feel is either a penalty or a goal kick, perhaps we wouldn't have conceded the second goal as we did.
We started very well, and we just grew from there. I think we got the tactics spot on today. And we camped them in the first half from the very first minute. And as soon as we got the goal, things went our way after that.
We came here, and obviously all credit to Leicester. They were there at the top of the table on merit. But as I said, you know, we were quietly confident that we can come here and get something. We know how important this game was, and we come out and show everyone what we're capable of. And when the chips are down, as people have always said, we come back with a good performance and a good result.
I thought Man United controlled the game, I have to say. I mean, disappointing as it was for us. I mean, we fancied the chances, and we didn't blow our own trumpets, of course, because we've got 1,000% respect for United. But we thought we'd give them a good game today, and I didn't think we'd give them as good a game as we might have done.